Hey, hi, hello, and good afternoon. My name is Amanda, and welcome to the Done Creative Live. I did not shave my head, I swear. It's just very dark in here. I put my hair up. How are all of you today? I hope you're all doing well. We are returning to our chakra series, ritual series, where we are clearing today the throat chakra. And I find it very telling that it took actually over a month for us to finally get back on this series just because of the migraines I had for a couple of live streams and then just the new moon and just wanting to film the table down because I had such a mess going in here. We're finally back to the ritual series. And if you missed the first four, I believe, yeah, root, sacral, solar plexus, and heart chakra series, you can just go back to past live streams. They should be the more recent ones on my channel, besides maybe a few here and there between now and those. To do those, and what we did was we just set some intentions for each of those chakra points. We lit the candle to release everything that was in our highest and best good. We're going to do the same thing today with the throat chakra. And after we do the little ritual, we will then do a collective reading about the throat chakra, anything that we need to know, all these fun things. And then in the following live streams, we will get to the third eye and the crown. And we may even do something special for the Earth Star chakra, which is beneath the feet, and the Soul Star chakra, which is above the head. I haven't decided yet. Maybe. Yeah, so I hope you're all doing well. I see we have a few people in the chat, so I'm going to do some shout outs before we get into our little ritual and then on to our collective reading. And just a heads up, we only have one donation so far, and she's actually on the other side of the world. So we're going to kind of put her toward the back of the list. I will be time stamping that. Got to make sure I remember to timestamp. Here we go. I'm going to cross off these old timestamps. So basically, the first person to donate that's here right now, we will jump in very first and foremost with your reading after our collective and our little ritual, of course. Oh, hello, everybody. Let's say some shout outs. So we've got Amber in the house, Jasmine Ridley, hello, Linda H, hello. Yes, Amber is here. I said that already. Oh, you had major headaches lately. Also, yours is blocked. Yeah, well, we're going to clear what we can today for sure. Jessica Lynn is here. Michelle Lynn is here. Brandy Lynn, lots of Lynn's, all three in a row. Look at that. I love it. And then Lynn Douge is here. So like 4 Lynn's in a row, at least per my chat. We got Jessica Lynn, Michelle Lynn, Brandy Lynn, and then Lynn. Lynn, I love it. And then we have Brianna. Welcome. Amanda, you always come through when I need you. Well, big hugs. I'm so glad that you're here. I've missed you too. It's been a minute. Ethan is here. Welcome. Super exciting to have all of you here. Hello. I hope everybody's summer is going well and you've been having a lot of fun, getting a lot accomplished, taking it easy, whatever your vibe is right now. But yeah, now that we've got those little shout outs out of the way, we're going to focus in, we're going to set our intentions, and then I'm going to shut my mouth and give you guys a few moments to kind of set your own intentions. And if I, for some reason, don't give you enough time to set your intentions, what you can do is pause the live. I think you can just push the play button or the pause and give yourself enough time, and then you can 2 times speed to get back up to speed. Oh, Jesse's here! I miss you too! I miss you so much. I just actually went and donated all that stuff from your apartment. Finally, I went and donated it. Well, my husband donated it. I've just been cleaning out my garage. That's been what I've been doing. But I thought of you because I had to rebag a couple of them just because the bags had holes in them. And I'm like, oh, I miss Jesse. I could smell your apartment, like your laundry detergent. And I'm like, oh. Oh, that's so cool. All right, so enough about me and Jesse, but yes. Oh, you've been cleaning too. Yeah, I've just been feeling like purging, decluttering, deep cleaning. I mean, cleaning off ceiling fans and dust bunnies from under the bed. I'm just want it all clean, all clear. I got all this stuff I'm going through currently that is just weighing me down. I gotta get some stuff out. But also the throat chakra, I've been having a lot of issues just feeling clearing my throat, there's something in there, but I'm not coughing and hacking and I don't have a cold. So I think it's high time that we get in on the throat chakra clearing, so that'll be fun. So My intention, I always say when we do these little rituals, that we will clear anything that is blocking us from speaking our truth, because that is part of our throat chakra. Also, creative expression. It kind of does go hand in hand with the sacral chakra, but the throat chakra is the one that actually expresses it. It's the one that sits down to write the story or to paint the picture or to, whatever creative thing it is. Of course, also your voice, your singing. Those of you who love to sing, maybe you've been having issues singing, or maybe even just want a better singing voice, you can set that intention today. One intention I know I need to set is to slow it down when I'm talking. I've had more complaints than normal on my pick a cards that you just talk way too fast. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I just get excited. Spirit's coming through. I don't want to miss anything. So I'm just like, I apologize. That is my bad. But I would love to be able to slow things down. But I just get so excited and I want to get all of it out like yesterday. And I'm just like, ah. So, yes, working on a little more ASMR, calm, cool, collected. Like, I would love to be that person, but yeah. You want to broaden your voice range in general. There you go. Tell me about it. Have an inspiration to paint, but I don't know how to put it on the canvas. And see, that could be like just a block to the throat chakra, and also sacral. Kind of goes hand in hand with that, like we said. So maybe working both of those points can really help you bring that out. Or just speaking, if you have a crush on someone or there's a hard conversation you need to have, just setting the intention that you will find the strength or the wherewithal to be able to have that conversation, or to confess your feelings for someone, or whatever it is. And just even being able to connect to spirit and bring and channel through the information spirit has, not just like in the capacity like for a job like what I do here, but just to channel the information from spirit into your words to help inspire other people. Or like even in your writing, I mean, writing is part of your words, and it is a form of speaking ish. Right? So yes, we are going to set the intention that for the highest good, we are only releasing or clearing or leveling up the throat chakra per our higher self's command. So we say, if there's something that's, a blockage that's in our throat chakra that our higher self knows needs to be there for us to learn from or to overcome in some way, we are leaving it up to the higher self to keep whatever is necessary to learn those lessons. I know. But a lot of times even if we wanted to clear these things, it's like, yeah, I don't want to learn that lesson. Let's just clear it. Our higher self's like, wait a minute, I'm kind of running things behind the scenes. So you might think you cleared it, but no, we are holding on to that for a hot minute. So if there's anything like that going on that spirit needs to keep, then or your higher self needs you to keep holding on to so you can overcome it, then of course that prerogative is set within this intention. So we set the intention to clear anything that is keeping us from speaking our truth, being able to express ourselves creatively or otherwise, being able to have any hard conversations we need to have, being able to slow things down if that's what we want, or speed things up if that's what we want. And I'm going to light it here and just be quiet and give you guys a few moments to set your own intentions. We're clearing this for the highest good of ourselves and all involved. Yeah. So here we go. Blue lighter with a blue candle for throat chakra today. Okay, and we got the fan going, so it might be a little squirrely here with the flame, but we have we have lit the candle. That's not a word. Lit the candle. So yes, let's go ahead and set any intentions. I'm going to be quiet for a moment and let you do that. Maybe about 30 seconds. So if you need more time than that, you can always pause it. It's probably more than 30 seconds, but I'm going to put it here in this little candle lid so we don't melt wax everywhere. And nothing's touching around it, even if it may look to be. It's kind of out in the open enough. I don't think anything's gonna catch fire. I think we're good. So now let's go ahead and find out what we need to know about this clearing, about this ritual, about any intentions we have set for this throat chakra specifically. The throat chakra, what do we need to know? And this is anyone watching right now or on the replay, live or on the replay. Your energy is also included in this reading. So here we go. Ooh, we had two come out already. Okay. Wow, I love this. So yeah, where we've been feeling stuck or not being able to speak our truth or not really knowing how to say what we want to say, be that with like a blog or writing or an email or literally communicating with someone or a lot of someones in your life, we're finding a way to overcome it and actually take action on these conversations, these creative expressions, whatever this is. We are, not just freeing ourselves from feeling stuck about it, but we're also seeing things, hearing things, knowing things in a whole new way that is actually going to benefit us moving forward. And this might even, this is very interesting, that this clearing we did today might even result in us going on some sort of trip, or maybe some of you that want to move, literally speaking to the universe, I want to move, and this is my ideal location, my ideal home, my ideal apartment, whatever it is, speaking it into realization, speaking it into reality. That's the word I'm looking for, not realization. But yes, speaking what you want into reality and then taking action in that direction. That's what we're being asked to do, which is pretty powerful. This lets me know, though, that we are in more control of our lives than we've given ourselves credit for, which is always nice to know. All right. Jesse's got chills. Ethan wants to broaden his vocal range in general. Yeah, wouldn't that be awesome? All right. Let's see what else. What else do we need to know? Collective message. I think maybe two more of these, and we'll get a couple oracle cards as well. Ooh, here's two. All right. Wow, look at this. We really are like clearing some stuff. There might be some stuff left. This is kind of an indication where maybe some of this hangman energy is, we're leaving a little bit of this because we're still working through some certain things, but I'm going to get a clarifier on the stuff that's been left that we haven't cleared in this ritual. What does this look like for us? What do we need to know? Oh, well, one thing that's standing out is it might be more in our head, the fact that we're stuck, or we're more stuck than we actually are. We think we're more stuck than we actually are is kind of how this is coming through to me. But, getting out of our heads, literally removing the blindfold and the binds and, stepping out of the situation, maybe, going on that trip or that vacation can help us get clarity on these places where we do feel stuck in our day-to-day lives, feel overburdened, or just like we really just can't take on anymore. But let's get a clarifier on these blockages or obstacles. And I'm seeing that, some of these have been cleared today or will be cleared as we allow this candle to just burn down to nothing. And also the ones that we're going to continue to work through that we need to hold on to for our lessons and life journey. But let's just see what's been released. Ooh. Specifically those blocks around being able to express our love to not just romantic partners, but those who mean a lot to us. A lot of times when people say I love you to a friend, for certain people, it's like, oh yeah, that's easy to do. I love these people. I can express it. But for other people, it's like, I wish I could tell that person I love them. But like, is that skeevy? Is that weird? It's like, how do I express myself without people thinking I'm weird? And it's like, maybe that's part of what we're clearing today is, speaking our truth without worrying so much about what other people think. But yeah, specifically the conversations and the connections you have with those in your family, extended family, close friends, significant others, we're clearing communication issues or blockages in that regard. What was kept, or what did our higher self, all of us collective, what did the higher self deem as something we need to kind of hold on to work through? Please let us know that as well, Spirit. All right, Queen of Wands. So there might be some stuff with our creativity and our passion for our own creative expression and being able to express ourselves creatively that we're still going to work through. Yes, we have cleared some of that. I'm really seeing that we have really kind of taken a big chip off the top of it so that we can get that confidence to finally start working our way through some of these blocks to our creative expression, or, writer's block or painter's block in Amber's case. Just it's what Spirit's showing me. One of the great ways we can, in addition here to our ritual to overcome this, is just to show up and do the work. Like in Amber's case, get a canvas. Even if you're like, oh, I'm afraid to paint on this brand new canvas, it was maybe a little bit of money. Maybe get some used canvases or some old canvases from like a secondhand store or something, and just paint over them. So you don't feel so bad about like, what if the brush strokes aren't great? Just start where you're at. Start with the resources you have. In Ethan's case, just start practicing the scales, the vocal cord, vocal, scales that you can reach, the highs and the lows, and just try to stretch a little more out of that every time. Of course, doing it safely. We don't want anyone straining their vocal cords. And the writers out there, just start writing something. Just start writing something, even if it's complete garbage. I mean, you guys should have seen the first draft of my book. Garbage. I mean, not like total dumpster fire garbage. There were some gems hidden in there, but parts of it were, hey, I know something has to happen with these two people that's very tension filled, but I don't know what it is. So insert that here later. Keep on writing, just to get something on the page. And you can polish it and polish it and polish it. Hello, IT guy. Welcome. Okay, so let's go ahead and get a couple oracle cards. Any guidance, wisdom, advice from Spirit about our throat chakra, keeping it cleared, things we can do to clear what's still there, what was released, just what do we need to know? We have leadership here, and this comes in with this here, is being able to express ourselves, because when we can really start expressing ourselves, see, I can't even express myself. When we can start expressing ourselves, we really do put ourselves like in subconsciously in people's awareness that, wow, they really know what they're talking about. They know what they're doing. I love their style. I love, whatever it is. And we subconsciously, or, other people's subconscious, see, I can't even talk. I'm so excited to get this message out. Other people's subconscious picks up on that confidence, and they almost just, again, subconsciously hand over, not their will, but like allow you to be the leader for them. Not in that, oh, I need a savior, I need someone to do everything for me, but in a more, you inspire me to be a better person so I can be a leader in my life for those that need me, like my children or my friends, or, whatever it is. You inspire other people to also kind of take that leadership role in their own life for the things that they want to change in their life. All right. One more word of wisdom and advice. Throat chakra clearing. What do we need to know? Contemplation time. Spend time alone meditating upon what you truly desire. And that kind of goes back to that message, what we were talking about speaking things into being. Speaking, literally saying, I want to live in this place, and it's going to be in this location, and it's going to, you don't have to just do that with where you're living. That can be a dream or a goal, or, a relationship, whatever it is. You just need some time to maybe really sit down, some of you, and think about what you want, maybe even writing it out on a piece of paper, writing out what it is you want, speaking that into being. Okay, so one more word of advice or wisdom from the Spirit Animal deck. That's too many. Spirit's like, here we go. It was the blue heron, which is actually on the back of the deck. We'll see if it pops out again. Oh my gosh. There's a lot of spirit animals want to come through. Let's just see any words, wisdom, advice, guidance on clearing the throat chakra, the ritual we did today, anything moving forward with the throat chakra. And we have the emu. So cute. This is a good time to go on a new adventure. And look at this. Look at this. Yes, that's exactly what we're being called to do. Even if we don't know exactly what we're doing or how to do it, just getting started, just starting to make some plans and then take action toward those goals or those plans, that's going to be half the battle. I want to get one more spirit animal card because so many wanted to come out. It's always fun to see what pops out. There it is. And we have the mountain goat. There's something out of balance in your life. So do whatever you need to do to correct it. And again, just being able to speak your truth, but not, speak in such a way that you are disempowering other people. And I think that's where that leadership card comes in. That's what you're learning to balance is many of you might feel like, well, I don't want people to think I'm bossy or, bitchy or, I don't really swear on here, but you know what I'm saying. A lot of times we don't want people to think we're overbearing. We just want them to know where we're coming from. So this is about finding that balance. Sometimes even thinking before you speak can be such a gift because we can't take back those words once they're spoken. They're out there, they reverberate, and they're out there. It's easier for us to think them and allow them to pass than to speak them out, have someone else hear them, latch onto them, and then use it against you for the rest of your life, even though you didn't mean it. It's all about walking that careful line between speaking your truth and just venting and hurting someone's feelings. And I think that's the balance we're all finding is, not to sugarcoat everything for everyone. I don't mean it like that, but what Spirit's saying is, we've all said something to someone in our lives that we regret saying. We maybe called someone a name. I mean, as a kid, my brother and sister and I used to always call each other just really mean names. Nothing like, derogatory as far as like cuss words or anything, but just rude words. And looking back, I'm like, man, that wasn't me. I didn't really feel that way. Why did I say that? But hindsight is 2020. So this is about us even maybe examining some things we said or didn't say in the past that we can maybe even with this contemplation time card kind of play it out in our heads again and have a different outcome. Because a lot of times if we can go back and examine things, there's like this ripple effect it can bring to the past energy that can really help. I won't say it fixes everything, but it can definitely help things. So that is the message coming through for our wonderful, amazing throat chakra ritual video. And the candle is burning down very quickly because the fan is going and that flame is just dancing all over the wax. See, it's basically formed a second little leg here. It's so funny. It's always so interesting to see what the candles are going to do. Yeah, sibling fights. Oh my goodness. One time my brother threw a hot burrito fresh out of the microwave in my face because I was annoying him. I won't say I didn't deserve it, but I probably didn't deserve it. But, I could have been, I was a brat back then too, so like, fun times. So many fun times. Yes, the siblings. All right. So yeah, it hurt. Thankfully, it didn't like burn me. Like it hurt in the moment, but like I think I got it off my face quickly enough. It didn't like burn me like long term or anything. Thank goodness. Oh my gosh, Peekably, I'm gonna start saying that to my kids. You better figure it out because you didn't want me to figure it out for you. Oh, I love that. Right? Yeah, I probably wouldn't actually follow through on that, but yeah, it's like, you better figure it out. Yeah, I've kind of, as a parent myself, figured out like I don't want to spend my whole day being a referee. So there are certain times I'm like, you guys just figure it out. You can, as long as they're not name calling, hitting each other, it's okay to argue. Sometimes they can be very constructive, and before I know it, they've worked it out and everything's great. Your mom put you to work. My mom used to do that too. Oh, gotta love memories like that. So funny. All right, so let me check the donation list. Yeah, it looks like Vicky is our only donation thus far, and she is not actually present right now. So I might as well just timestamp hers and do that and just see if any other donations come in. Otherwise, this will be just a short and sweet ritual live stream for today. Sorry, I got all these other notifications popping up that are not PayPal that I'm going to clear so that when someone does donate, if they do, I will see it. So I'm going to write, so Vicky Downey, and we're at 2346 for Vicky. And I'm gonna try to remember to actually press enter when I write the timestamps in today, because on the last live stream I wrote everything out when I was done and then I walked away. Can't remember why, and then I didn't push enter. Like I don't know. Okay, yes. Sometimes they just need to work it out amongst themselves. Conflict resolution for themselves. Okay, so let's go to PayPal, email, and get Vicky's question. And we'll get right into that for Vicky once my email loads. Okay. Did it pop up yet? I did not get an email about Vicky that I see. Wait. Okay, I gotta scroll back up. No, yes, I did. It's right here. It's hiding under Intervision crystals and NaNoWriMo emails. Hi, Amanda. Can I please ask Spirit for a general reading? Anything they would like me to know right now? Can you please timestamp? Thank you as always. You are so welcome, Vicky. Got your timestamp. We're getting into it. Ooh, let me donate. I have no idea what I'm going to ask, but who knows what messages come through, right? And you always get some crazy cool messages, Pika Lee. I'm excited always to see what comes through. All right, so for Vicky Downey, what does she need to know, please, Spirit? Just anything that needs to come through at this time. Exciting things to look out for. What does Vicky need to know? Ooh, we got Queen of Swords, which is very interesting coming out with the reading that we just did for our collective with our throat chakra clearing. This is about being able to speak our truth and standing up for what you know is right, or maybe even letting certain people in your life down gently. Just speaking, hey, this is what I'm doing. I would appreciate your support, but if you don't want to support me in it, that's okay too. I'm going to do what I'm going to do. And this is about, maybe even starting some sort of social media or you reaching out to somebody to communicate something that feels to me that's been weighing on your mind mentally. This could even be like about a job interview or something. You're just kind of following up with someone, or you're reaching out to someone, say, hey, do you have any openings? Or, maybe even making appointments. I see maybe there's some sort of appointment you've been meaning to make, and just getting that appointment made would really make your life happy. Just be like a relief to you to make this appointment and just get it done, whatever that is for you. What else for Vicky? What does she need to know right now, please, Spirit? Ooh, and then we have the Tower. I'm going to get a clarifier on this. I feel like this is a tower you are detonating by speaking your truth about something to someone. Does not mean that everything is falling apart. This is just a new beginning. That's how I'm really reading this tower, but let's see the clarifier that comes through on this tower. I'm really reading this as you kind of pulling the trigger or detonating that tower yourself, and you're excited to make some big changes in your life because the tower comes through when we're at a major transition point. Let's see. Oh, Brianna, that's the case. Just, leave it open to Spirit. They'll know what to take under account and run with that. So if that's what you want to do, feel free. All right, let's clarify the tower for Vicky. Here we go. Yes, King of Wands. Absolutely being firm and speaking your truth, but letting people know just in the confidence that you're bringing to the table that you mean it. You're not just saying these things. You actually mean it. And you're going to follow through when you say, and really the instance that's really standing out is you being able to move out. When the time is right, you're saying, instead of saying, Cheyenne and I have been thinking about moving out, and you're like, Cheyenne and I found a place. We're moving out. We love you. We'll still come around. Like literally just taking control of the situation, of the conversation, and spelling it out, because that leaves no room for anyone to try to argue with you or tell you, oh, that's a bad idea, or whatever the case may be. Whatever scenarios could play out. This is you just taking command and control of the conversation and literally speaking your truth and having it out, with anyone you need to have a conversation with, especially maybe a tough conversation of, like, hey, I'm moving. So hello. That could be a tough conversation if you've only ever lived at home. So that could almost maybe even come as a shock to your other family members. But look here with the Knight of Pentacles is the one that is clarifying the tower here. This is you deciding to move in a new direction. And though it may not be as quick as you would have hoped, or, maybe you're still saving money to be able to move out, or other changes you want to make in your life. You're still maybe saving money, or, kind of laying the groundwork, making plans. And it's not all just going to happen overnight, but you're willing and ready to put in the work. This is the most stable night. It takes the longest, but it's also the most stable and long-term, long-lasting. So it's actually a really good benefit when you have the Knight of Pentacles on your side. And this could even be you having some sort of idea for an extra income stream. Entrepreneur vibes with this one as well. But let's see. What else is coming in for Vicky, please? And we had a donation come in from Brianna and then one from Pika Lee. So we will get those on the deck here in just 2 seconds. Okay. And then we have potential. Yes, Vicky. This is about tapping into that potential. And, you know, maybe you have an interest in something, but you haven't explored it very deep. And now you're deciding, I'm going to go all in on this. And you're really discovering that inner potential, that untapped potential that, this almost reads as a tower itself. It's almost, this is like the galaxy, the Milky Way galaxy over a mountain, but I sometimes will read this almost like a volcano that is blowing. It almost could be both if you look at it one way and then another. And it's kind of similar to the energy of a tower because like something has built up and built up and built up and now it's time to release. And that could even be like suppressing your potential or just, knowing that there's potential in there, but not knowing how to tap into it. But with the Knight of Pentacles, you're chipping away. And that's like a word that keeps coming up. It's like you're chipping away at what you need to get to. And before you know it, you're going to create a major like chisel, like a crack or a crevice in this stone that you're trying to chip through to get to that inner potential. You're going to be able to, really tune into that. So let's get some words of advice and wisdom for Vicky, please, Spirit. Anything she needs to know right now. There's 2 that want to come out. So we have the boar, the pig. Face your problems head on with confidence and courage and you will emerge victorious. That is exactly what we're talking about you just standing strong and firm in those decisions you make, taking that conversation and making it, I'm not saying like make it all about you, but, stand firm in what you know, because this conversation you're having with someone is about you. It's about your future and you're the one in control of it, not the other person. And then we also have the penguin. The period of darkness that you've been experiencing is now passing. So you might be in the midst of this tower energy, but this is, the tower, the lightning striking that tower could be the decision, hey, I think we want to get our own place. But now how are we going to go about that? Okay, we're going to need this much money. Where are we going to look? Like what areas of town are we looking? The lightning struck to give you the idea or the information that, yeah, let's do this. But now you're taking your steps forward, maybe taking some patience, taking that time to find the right place or to, save up enough money or whatever the case may be. But the period of darkness that you've been experiencing is now passing, which is really good news. So yay, Vicky. Yeah, good stuff coming. And then on the back of the deck, you got 6 of Pentacles. So there might be some spiritual help or outside help. Maybe even a roommate situation. I know, especially too, if you and Cheyenne are both moving in together, it's like you're only paying half the rent because she's paying the other half. Or if you have another roommate, another friend or something that's also moving into like a 3-bedroom place or something, that's splitting the rent 3 ways, and that's less money you would have to spend. Something like this. But being on the lookout, maybe even someone giving you something or gifting you something, could be happening. And Spirit doesn't want to elaborate too much on that because it would spoil the surprise. So we'll just have to see what that is all about. So fun. All right, Vicky, I hope that resonated for you. Thanks again for your lovely donation. It's always a pleasure to read for you. All right. I'm going to get these put back. And up next, we've got Brianna. So, yeah, go ahead and post your question unless you did over here. No, I don't think. It just says guidance. So we can do that. I'm going to put these back. And then up on deck, we've got Pika Lee. Because our list is so short, I'll just say it rather than type it out. All right, so 1 card read for Brianna. And of course, I can never stick to 1 card, so they just tend to be slightly shorter than the other ones. All right, tuning into Brianna's energy, what needs to come through, guidance. She needs some guidance right now. What is most prominent in her energy? What does she need to know? Okay, well, we've got some long-term legacy and energy coming in. So, passed over loved ones, Mama Monica. I feel her energy already when I first read your name in the chat today. So she's here. And of course, other ancestors are coming in. And maybe even a passed over pet. I'm feeling energy of some sort of pet, but I'm actually feeling a cat rather than a dog. So I don't know if there's a passed over cat that you had when you were a child or even younger. Not even younger than a child, but like younger than you are now, obviously. But this is also about money. Any money worries, any financial or like safety issues or security, stability, anything like that, you're going to be taken care of, whatever that looks like. And very soon you're going to be feeling this weight lifted off your shoulders or this sigh of relief. So whatever has been weighing you down, making your heart beat fast. I'm like, my heart's now I got chills. So Mama Monica's like wrapping her arms around you, Brianna. Whatever's been stressing you the F out, it's coming through like, ooh, you're very soon gonna feel this huge weight lifted off your shoulders about this. And I now have full body chills all the way down to my legs. I'd show you, but they're like super pasty white, so no one needs to see that. Chills all over, all over. Let's see, I'm gonna get more. I'm just like, whoa, yeah, major, 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 major sigh of relief. A direct message from Spirit. Yes, yes. Brianna Janelli Degree. Let's get her a direct message from Spirit, please. Okay. And then the Four of Swords. Yes, there's this need to take a break from something. And maybe it's even just stressing out or worrying about something that's been going on in your life. Even a relationship. I see another, like a relationship that's been kind of strenuous or tenuous, walking on eggshell kind of energy. And you just maybe even need a break from this person. Doesn't mean you have to, like, if it is a significant other, doesn't mean you have to break up, or, if you had broken up, maybe there's just this need for a break. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe this is like spiritual energy, like a spirit guide kind of cat. That's very interesting. It's a black cat. Crazy, crazy strong, like cat energy. And a lot of times the cat energy, I mean, it was just the Lion's Gate, but the cat energy coming through, it's like Lyra, the star system of Lyra. So you might even have Lyran star energy or roots. Yeah, I just want to get one more from this deck. Yeah, the Lion people. Yeah, Lyra. Let's see. And we have Peacock here. Let yourself stand out and be noticed. And maybe you have been feeling really down about your appearance, or just the way you show up in the world is not on par with what you expect from yourself normally, or how you like to show up. Maybe even you've been feeling self-conscious about an area of your body and you're just like, ugh. Or maybe even your health or just your like energy levels have not been quite what you would hope or would want. But this is allowing you, once that weight is like lifted off your shoulders, you're going to be able to stand up and feel proud of how you look, how you feel, and just everything in between. Literally crying right now. My life flipped upside down overnight. I've been down. I'm so sorry. Big, big hugs to you, Brianna. I can feel how Mama Monica she just wants to take it all off those shoulders of yours. Anything else that needs to come through for Brianna, please? Yes, big opportunity coming in. As you allow yourself time to heal from whatever has been bothering you, stressing you out, those that connection that's been very volatile in your life, there's a new opportunity coming in. As you clear or maybe even cut cords, or, as I say, remove those cords rather than cut them, from other people's energy, other circumstances that you've outgrown or that you're moving on from. Cutting those cords can really benefit you and help release that, weight on your shoulders. I just feel this weight lifting off on your shoulders. Just moved to San Antonio and there are cats everywhere. Okay, that could be that Spirit's sending you those cats as a message. So specifically, the cats that you're dreaming about, the cats you're seeing, look up what colors they are, because the color can also denote different meanings. So even specifically, they want you to be looking up a black cat, but then other cat colors that you're seeing in your dreams, or like physically with your eyes, or like on people's t-shirts, or however these cats are coming to you, you can look those up. Yeah, Spirit's definitely trying to send you a message. Yeah, they're following you. Big hugs to you, Brianna. I can feel it. And here's on the back of the deck energy. We got that Eight of Swords, which is about, feeling very stuck or feeling like a victim in some way. But you're working your way out of this to where you're going to feel very empowered with that Peacock energy that came out, and also this opportunity card. So this energy you've been in and are in now is passing, and you're going to be feeling so much better. I just saw the Six of Swords as I'm putting it away, and now the Nine of Cups. This is wish fulfillment. This is healing. This is moving on. So yes, that's what you're doing. need to stop drinking. I developed a silent drinking problem when my mom died and been ignoring it. Aw. Yeah, this is about you taking your power back right here. Absolutely. And even asking your mom to help you, because absolutely she will. And very interesting, we got a black cat. So boom, mic drop. There's your black cat. Maybe these cats are trying to help you. Specifically, how we were talking with our throat chakra clearing about speaking our reality into being, saying, I am alcohol free. I get through my issues and my worries without needing to use alcohol, and literally speaking it into being. And I know it sounds woo woo, but we also pair that up with self, whatever, like help you feel you need to seek out, and giving yourself grace if you do slip up. There's a lot of resources out there to help you not feel like you're alone in this, but also just talking to your mom, because she hears you. She's telling me you already do that, and it's not news to you that you can talk to her. You do. And she's there, and she's even whispering little things in your awareness that you can see or taste or touch or smell and know. Like you're knowing these things, these messages that she's bringing through to you. So big hugs, big hugs. That's got to be very difficult what you're going through. So big hugs. Okay, so I'm gonna take a drink of my water. Pika Lee is next, and I think that's the last donation we have. So those of you looking for a guaranteed read today, you can always send a donation, and it's not a long wait tonight. And all your donations do go to help my mom, whose house burned down in July of 2019, and she's still in her camper, still looking for a house, and we're still just saving that money. The housing market right now is insanity, so we're probably going to be waiting a minute, but hey, we can save as we wait. That's what we're doing here for her home, for her hopefully forever home. Okay, so Pika Lee. So she has asked her question on PayPal, so we're going to jet over to my email right quick. Check that out. So I'm not sure if I should ask about my job or about love. It seems like there's a lot of changes going on at work, and I'm not sure if it's time to jump ship or wait for a possible promotion. In love, I haven't heard from M in a while, so I think that is dead, which is okay with me, but I'm also curious what's going on with my love life. Whichever spirit, higher self, source, ancestors, crossover loved ones decide is more important, urgent, I'm all ears. Okay, and usually they even sometimes just hit all the points. So we're just gonna see what they need to bring through today. Spirit guides, ancestors, angels, crossover loved ones, source. What does Brianna need to know about her work situation, love life, personal life, just anything that needs to come through, please, Spirit. Aw, you are so welcome, Brianna. Thank you so much. You're so sweet. All right. Here we go. Pika Lee. Yeah, you're just kind of like her shirt says, just over it. Just like, eh. There might even be a new opportunity coming in, and I actually see that you know about it. You're just trying to ignore it. Like, yeah, I don't even want to bother with that or that person, that job, whatever it is. Someone trying to contact you. This to me feels more about career than love life. So I would say this might even be, I don't know, something or someone at work that it's almost like this person is trying to like talk crap about other people at work with you, and you're just like, I already know this is happening. Why do we have to keep rehashing it? Or maybe not a crap about a person, but like the situation at hand at work or something. And it could even be your own thoughts, your own like mental over and over, and you're just like, yeah, I could think about that all again, but like, where's it getting me? You're just over it. You're over like the mental thought patterns of thinking about how certain things at work are kind of like, ugh, this again? Okay. Yeah. So let's just see. Because they just showed me a ship. Because you were talking about jumping ship. They showed me a ship. So maybe, yeah. Stop it. There's 2 ships. I love this. I think your best bet would be if there is a new opportunity coming up. I have major chills right now. If there is a new opportunity coming up, there's going to be more than one. And it would probably be in your best interest at this point. And this spirit's saying, well, there are those couple of coworkers that you really do vibe with and you would miss them and everything. But the funny thing is, oh, they had you pick boats to prove I'm not a bot. I love it. Look at it. Look at it. This is just hilarious. This is how spirit works. They get in those algorithms and they have a good time. They're probably laughing just like we are. Um, but yeah, any relationships you have with, that one boss that you were vibing with, at least in the past. I don't know if you guys are still on good terms or what. And other coworkers that you enjoy seeing day to day. You can still have these people in your life. You can still go out and hang out and all of these things. So if that's the only thing that's really tethering you to this job, Spirit's saying, there's better opportunities out there. There's even better money, better passion for the job at hand. And, coworkers can be good, bad, anything in between, everywhere and anywhere we go anyway. But you're going to find, what you speak into being and what you think about repeatedly is what you're really manifesting here. I love that. It just completely validated all of it. And then, yes, speaking it into being, and Spirit's got your back. Spirit is there to, line these opportunities up. And when you're ready, you can jump like the fool jumping off the cliff, and Spirit will catch you before you hit the ground kind of vibe. I'm not saying you should quit your job before you have something lined up. That's not the advice Spirit's bringing, but just knowing that when new opportunities are presented, and there might even be an opportunity that will come to your awareness that you're just not excited about, you don't have to take that opportunity because there's multiple opportunities coming in. Look at that. Multiple opportunities coming in that you don't have to settle for crap. You can take the best of the best. Wow. All right. What else is coming in for Pika Leetly Spirit? Yeah, they're all about the career reading today. Yeah, Knight of Wands. So when you make up your mind that, okay, I think I'm ready to move on from this job, things are just going to line up. Yes, I love my leaders, but feeling bored with the job, but also have a feeling promotion is in line. So I don't know. I need to just be patient or find something maybe better than what's in line. Yeah, this is a movement card. Moving on up, like the Jeffersons, moving on up, or just moving in a new direction, or you're just feeling a lot more passionate about maybe a new job, either at the place you're at or completely new. But there's going to be maybe that promotion and then another job opportunity that sounds really exciting, and then one that you're kind of like, all at the same time. Like it's all happening right now, like at the same time, all kind of like very Eight of Wands energy, all coming together. And then look, the Sun. So, I mean, Leo season, Sun is the Leo card, Leo season. But also, I'm seeing when the Sun, like your solar return. So that's October for you, right? If I'm not mistaken. You're October, baby. So, when your solar return, that's your birthday. So the month of your birthday between now and then, could be really prime time for you to really find some excitement at work and really establish yourself or ground yourself in a new job with all this wonderful red here. Look at that. All right. What else does she need to know about possibly being promoted? I want to lean into that. Well, yeah, this is definitely a celebration. So you could be being promoted. So yeah, I'd say that is probably in the works. Whether you take it or not remains to be seen. But I think if you did take it, you would be very happy. Because this is a happy life, happy wife union card. Like it's good vibes. So if you were promoted, I would say it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to take it. But even if you took an outside opportunity, whatever's going on, you're going to use your intuition to know what certain opportunities, even if this is the job that you have right now that's just not lighting your fire anymore, you're going to know. So use your intuition, and Spirit is speaking through that intuition. Your guides, angels, crossover, loved ones, ancestors, they're all helping you just know. Like you just know what's right or not right for you anymore. And when it isn't right, it's time to walk, or it's time to really lean in and work harder. Just because I'm curious, I want one on the M situation. Just anything we need to know about him at all. If we need to know anything, I don't know. What does Pika need to know about M and what's going on there? All right, yeah, it's very interesting. You always find these guys that they seem available at first, but then they get very wrapped up in work or very stressed out. So I think he's at that point where he's stressed. He's got a lot of work. Relationships aren't at the top of his list because he's I don't know if he's trying to get himself promoted, or he just recently switched jobs, or he's thinking about switching jobs, something like this. Yeah, it's very Scorpio, like Scorpio's energy about oh yeah, I'm all into this, but like, oh my gosh, ghost, like, it's not you though. That's the thing Spirit wants to really make clear. It's not you. These people that you come into contact with, and I won't even say it's that they're workaholics. It's just they've got these goals, they've got all this pressure, and it all just kind of comes together and not at the right time. But divine timing is always at play in our love lives. So there's that as well. So let's just see anything else you need to know about the M situation. Yeah, Knight of Swords. So you might actually be hearing from him soon, or this could even be that, there's movement. There's movement in this connection, whether that's you just deciding, yeah, I'm completely done with this, or him reaching out and saying, hey, I know it's been a minute, but how you doing? There might be something coming in. Let's just see any words of wisdom or advice. Career, love, anything else that needs to come through. About to go on vacay this month and had a lot of contacts. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's busy, I think. He's just busy. But then we have self-employment here. So I don't know if that's something you've thought about. Spirit's like, you've got all the opportunities. Whatever you want, take it. You're a born entrepreneur and your business is surrounded by magical opportunities. Even if you're still working for someone else and having something that you do on the side for income that's just fun, it's a passion project, that's a potential. That's a possibility for you in the future. But let's just see anything else, any words of wisdom or advice. Worthiness. And I think this just has to do with, your salary and how you feel in relationships, just this sense of worthiness. Like, you are not your paycheck. You are not, just someone's, woman, or, someone's daughter, or someone's this or that. You are amazing, limitless being, all on your own without having to have this title or this person or whatever in your life. But it says, know that you deserve to receive good in all ways. And you really do. And this is you deciding, with this combination here of, possibly being promoted. This is them knowing your worth and letting you know they know your worth, and here's your promotion. But also multiple opportunities are coming in because you do know your worth. And when you're not feeling it in some capacity at work, it's like another opportunity will come in where you will feel just more passion for the job at hand, and really excited about the income that it brings and everything. If I had a clue what I could do for work for myself, I would so do it. Yeah, well, maybe just put it out there that, okay, Spirit, if there's something I can do and make lots of money on my own, let me know what that would be. Let's just get one more. Anything else needs to come through? Well, if I say one more, they want to. So we have make a wish and pay attention. Wow. So this is a magical moment. Make a wish and enjoy its manifestation. Yeah. So I guess you just maybe do some brainstorming, some dreaming, and figure that out that way. And then pay attention. Notice repetitious signs and your inner guidance, as this can yield valuable information. And we've already established your guides, ancestors, angels, crossover loved ones. They're all speaking to you through your intuition, and your intuition is on point. Higher self is coming through. So you're going to know. And anytime you see a sign, you're like, wonder if that's a sign. It's probably a sign. And you can look up what it means, or just intuitively feel into it and know what it means. Yeah. But things, I think, are shaping up between now and your birthday. And look on the back of the deck. We got yes. So your intuition is correct. Take action accordingly. So I think, again, this goes back to your job, your career, but anything else in your life too. Your relationships, all of it. You just know your intuition really is on point, and you do make the best choices for yourself. And you know your worth, or at the very least, you're working toward knowing your worth. Yes. All right. So I hope that resonated, Pika-Lee. Let me get all these put back. And then check the donation list. I don't think there are any others, but yeah, we got a lot in that little pocket of time there, didn't we? Yeah, that is our last donation. So I think since we're all still here hanging out, let's just do a quick little collective read. Because I don't want to leave yet. I love you guys. I missed you guys. Just being live once a week, I'm like, I can't do it. I want to be live 2 days a week like I used to. You're still shaking from your reading. It was truly what you needed. Aw, big hugs. Well, let's see. They're telling me to switch tarot decks. So I'm going to do that, and then we're going to do collective. So stick around. There might be some more insight coming in hot for each of you. Where are we going? What tech? Oh, let's do the Light Seers Tarot. All right. Clear it up. Clear it up. Okay. Hope you're all having a wonderful Wednesday. Oh, it's 555. You've been seeing that a lot. Yeah, what have I been seeing? I've been seeing 34 and 43, but mostly mostly 34 right now, which is very interesting. All right, what do all of us that are here right now, live, and also on the replay, if anyone made it this far on the replay for whatever unknown reason, if you're listening to my words right now, this message is for you, should you decide to claim it. I never force these readings on anybody, but if you want it, it's yours. Here we go. What do we need to know right now? Ooh, we got the Queen of... This Three of Wands, man, it just does not want to leave us alone. So there's Picalee's Ships card, of course, from a different deck. But yes, this is us, and this came out in our collective at the beginning with the throat chakra as well, I do believe. It's been a minute, but I think that's what also came out was, yes, taking action on those plans that we've had, or if we don't have any plans yet, let's get some plans so we can start taking action on them. This is also a card about moving or travel, quite possibly. And then the Queen of Pentacles. This is us knowing our worth. I mean, look at this queen here. Literal queen. She knows her worth. She does not even have to worry about what anyone else thinks. She just knows her worth, and it's beautiful. These cards from the same artist, I'm not sure who the artist is on this. Let me look. Let me just see. I moved all my stuff around, so here we go. We have, so Chris Ann is the deck creator, designer, magic maker. I don't know if she was also the artist. Sometimes it says. I'm not sure. She's the only name on here. Maybe she did the artwork and the cards. I don't know. Maybe. But yeah, stunning. I love this deck. I think it's so beautiful. Like, all the cards are just stunning. But yes, this is us knowing our worth. Look at that. Never seen two tarot cards use the exact same picture for any deck I've ever used. Yeah, that's very interesting. Yeah. And I don't know if she is... I don't know. But I also love, this is the High Priestess card in this deck, but look, it's like her eyes are closed, but the makeup makes them look open. I think it's so cool. All right, what else is going on? What do we need to know, Spirit? Yeah, we're knowing our worth, and we're making the best of wherever we're currently at. Whatever situation, circumstance, whatever's going on, good, bad, anything in between in our lives right now, we're making the best of it. Doesn't mean we're settling for that. It is what it is right now. So what am I going to do about it? It's kind of that energy of, okay, this is happening, but it doesn't have to continue. And this is us changing things. Sorry, my lighting is all over the place. Looks like I don't have any hair. It's right there, I swear. Hey, all that rhymed. Yes, I love this deck. It's so stunning. And then we have the Four of Swords. Yes, so this is us mending ourselves back. And Brianna, you got this card, if I'm not mistaken. I think you got this card in your reading as well. And there's that broken heart, but she has sewn it back up. Look at the little stitches on it. She's sewn that heart back up, and she doesn't look sad anymore. She looks very content, able to just take that sigh of relief and relax, take care of herself, because I don't know if she built this nest herself or if someone lovingly built this nest for her. I'm feeling like this was a co-creation between her and Spirit. They built this nest for her to rest in while she gets back on her feet, energetically speaking. And, going from this to this, like, this is what we're doing. We're leveling up from this to this. I mean, she's also got her eyes closed, but she's wide awake. She's wide awake. She doesn't even need her eyes to know she's taken care of. Things are going to be okay. I did in reference that I was staying in my nest, mending my heart today while I was talking to my best friend. Boom, mic drop. I think this is just specifically for Brianna, this is like a continuation of your reading, but of course it's collective energies. And a lot of times the person who needs the message the most, it'll really resonate with them. And then the others of us that are in the room, bits and pieces of it can also resonate with us. But yes, and then there's that Hermit. Yes, just taking some time alone. I mean, both of these cards are about, removing your energy from other people so that you can, really immerse yourself in your own love and your guide's love and, crossover loved ones that are coming through. A lot of times when other people are around and they're just jabbering and there's a lot going on and we're going a bunch of places, like, we can't just slow down and take in the moment a lot of times because we're like like sensory overload. We're overstimulated. And it's a lot of times when we just get, almost bored with the present moment, just get real present. That's when real insight can come through. That's when big breakthroughs and epiphanies and just this sense of knowing everything is going to be okay. Her wave hasn't come in quite yet, but she sees it out there. She knows that it's coming. She's got faith that it's coming in. So let's see. Let's get one of these. Anything else we need to know as a collective here? Anyone listening in? What do we need to know? Yeah. More relaxation. That's exactly what these two are pointing at, specifically mostly the Four of Swords, but also the Hermit. It can be a very relaxing energy, just very cozy, very introspective. And this person has a good book, so maybe curl up with a good book. I'm currently reading this one, Made. This actually is a Netflix series, and it's very funny. Fun fact, she tried this whole book and in the series to get to the town that I live in, and she went to the college that I went to. So I think it was so cool. Yeah, she lives here in my town right now. I just thought it was so cool. I heard about this actually a couple of years ago, but I'm like, someday I'm going to read it. Someday I'm going to watch the Netflix. And then I finally got around to, well, the Netflix one came out more recently than the book, obviously, but I'm finally reading it. So yeah, maybe there's a self-help book or just a guilty pleasure kind of book, a fiction, just whatever, something maybe that because the example I had is like, this was on my radar, but I never got around to reading it until the time just seemed to be right. And now I'm reading it and I'm like, wow, it's so powerful, what she went through and poverty. And it really did point back, her as a single mom. I could really see a lot of my mom's struggle as a single mom with 3 kids in the pages of this book and in that series. It's just a lot of parallels. So I don't know, maybe that specifically that book, or maybe a book or a movie or a series or something that you keep thinking, oh, I should watch that or I should read that. Collective message coming through. Maybe now's the time to read that book or watch that movie or watch that show that you keep saying you're going to watch. Because I know for me, for a while, I'm like, I need to see that. I need to watch that. And then I finally did. And here we are. Feel stressed and relaxing is a definite message for me. My soul sister pointed it out to me yesterday. Yeah. All right, let's get one more message. Just when we can slow down and take our inner guidance. And just know too, tomorrow is the full moon. And this full moon, because we didn't get into this, and I won't be live tomorrow, unfortunately, but let's just do a quick little full moon reading for tomorrow. Since I've gathered you all here like this today, we might as well. It's actually happening in the nakshatra of Dhanishta nakshatra, which is a very lots of money coming in kind of nakshatra. It's in the sign of Capricorn in Vedic astrology, but it's in Western Aquarius. So whatever one resonates with you, but it's still in the fixed star or nakshatra of Dhanishta. And one of the totems of Dhanishta nakshatra is a drum. And also another one is a flute, which is very interesting because both of those instruments are hollow. And a lot of times when we're going through stuff, we either feel very heavy or very hollow. So it's very interesting how, at times we can feel heavy and hollow at the same time. But this is about not just needing to fill that hollow space up with something just to fill it up. What we're doing is we're filling it up with light. And whatever house this full moon tomorrow is occurring in for you. And I believe this full moon is occurring around 9 p.m., either Pacific time or Mountain time. I can't quite remember. So it's in the evening time for us in the US here tomorrow evening. And I have this big plan. I'm going to set all my, when I say all my crystals, I mean all my crystals. I think I've only done this probably 4 times since I've, really started collecting crystals in about 2015, 2016. I'm going to take every crystal I know of in my house and wash it if it can be washed, with soapy water, and the ones that can't, I will cleanse them other ways. And then I'm going to set all of them out on my deck, my upper deck for the upstairs crystals, my lower deck for the downstairs crystals, and I'm cleansing all of them. I've just felt this call to do it. And it's very interesting because this full moon is actually occurring in my 4th house of home. So I'm wanting to cleanse my home so much. So maybe some of you are feeling the pull to cleanse an area, whatever that looks like. For me, my 4th house is my home. For you, if yours is the 5th house, maybe that's, cleaning your children's room if you have children, or, cleaning up romantic connections from the past, cutting cords from past romantic connections, 5th house. Wherever Aquarius falls in your chart. find it. Or if you would rather do the Capricorn, if you follow Vedic astrology, find wherever that falls in your chart. And yeah, it is a festival in India tomorrow. It celebrates the love between brothers and sisters. Yeah, don't they tie the ribbon? Yes, that's right. The brother promises to protect her for life. I saw that on it's a nondescript astrology. She was talking about that with Danishta, and I don't know if it was specifically with Danishta or how it was lining up with this festival. I just thought it was so neat. And that's, not that we could only hope that the masculine energies in our lives would take care of the feminine energies in our lives, but it doesn't always happen that way. And a lot of times those divine feminines have to work their way or fight their way to protect everybody. Like single mom, we were talking about, like the single mom, the single parent, like they feel like they have to be both parents. And yeah, I think it's a really beautiful thing. Oh, you cleaned your daughter's section yesterday. See, that's so beautiful. I love that. All right, I think we're going to get one more for our little collective reading here, and also just anything we need to know about these full moon energies for tomorrow. You hang out here longer, you get some fun collective content. All right, what else do we need to know for the full moon tomorrow? Ooh, we get 2 spirit animals. We have the cheetah. Get clear on your intentions. Stay focused and move quickly to achieve your goal. And we also have the octopus. How cute. Practice shape-shifting by altering physical appearance and mannerisms. And this is not you shape-shifting to keep up with the Joneses or to prove your worth to anybody. This is about you shape-shifting, altering your physical appearance and mannerisms to fit that authentic version of you, whatever that looks like. This is not trying to become another Kardashian or a mold of some other person. This is us shape-shifting us into our authentic versions of ourselves. It's beautiful. Yes. And getting clear on our intentions, staying focused and moving quickly to achieve our goals. That is one of the key things of this full moon that we're doing. And yeah, I think there's one more message that wants to come through, actually. We'll pull one tarot card specifically on the full moon. Just anything else we need to know. Anything else we need to know. Justice. Finding that balance. Yes. I love that. Yeah, so where we're feeling out of balance or where we're feeling like things are unfair in life, we are working to balance these scales, and also releasing anything that is weighing one scale down and making the other one go up. Being able to release. And if you don't know exactly what to release, literally just speak it out to spirit, your higher self. They can assist when we say, hey, spirit, higher self, please help me release what's not serving me or what's keeping me from feeling that balance or that peace in my life. And they may even, as you speak these words out, spirit might even give you like a vision in your mind's eye about what you could change or what relationships are strained or, what needs to release. Maybe it shows you a sweater in your closet. You're like, yeah, I definitely need to get rid of that sweater. It's totally too big or misshapen or whatever. Holes in it, lots of those little lint balls all over it. Let's get rid of it. And when we can clear the clutter, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual clutter from our lives, we can then free up, remember, those hollow instruments of this nakshatra, of this full moon. Doesn't mean that we release these things and then we need to fill them back up. Sometimes having space to bring more light in is the goal. Not to have to release something so something new can take its place, but to release something so we can fill that space with more light. Wow. Yes, on a release journey for a while now. I love that, Amber. Brianna's crying. Pika Lee says, yes, release and let go. All right, you guys, group hug, yes. So anything that's weighing you down, bothering you, you feel heavy by, you can release it on this full moon tomorrow. Absolutely. You can find any full moon meditation or just do whatever kind of meditation floats your boat. If meditation doesn't float your boat at all, more boats and ships analogies. If it doesn't float your boat at all, then, just get out in nature or, journal out your thoughts or, if you have a to-do list that's just keeping your mind busy, write it all out on a piece of paper because then you'll know, okay, if I need to remember something, I can refer to the paper. I don't need to keep worrying about it over and over in my head. We're just clearing clutter. We are releasing. We are making room for that light and any other opportunities that want to come in. That's what we're doing. And even if you don't take the time tomorrow to do any kind of ritual or set any kind of intention, your higher self has your back. Your higher self is still going to guide you toward the path of what is for your highest good anyway. And, eventually you will find that time and space to release what's no longer serving. And you might even find certain relationships or things that once really held a lot of attention for you or a lot of deep emotion for you, you're just kind of over it. And maybe, you know, things just kind of fade or phase out. It doesn't always have to be a big breakup with a friend or, a big dramatic exit from a job or, when you're clearing everything in your house, you literally get rid of it. I mean, we don't have to go to these extremes. Sometimes it's very subtle and it's almost in us just kind of doing like a life check-in that we're like, wow, I'm so much different than I was 3 months ago. Or wow, this place looks different. It looks great. And, the day-to-day grind of things, sometimes we can't see those big changes that are actually taking place beneath the surface. Your dreams have been so vivid lately. So have mine. And I've been like, they've been very mundane dreams rather than like these big mission dreams that I have a lot of the times. It's me, like, let me try to think of one specific. I've been having so many just weird dreams. One was we were running from these, like, I don't know, bad guys, and we were hiding in this warehouse. I don't know. It's so weird. Like it's like I'm clearing a lot of stuff, maybe even from past lives, and that's how my subconscious is interpreting it to me, that I'm running from bad guys. I don't know. Yeah. Oh, you were able to stop time. Wow, that is so neat. You stick around your mind in the morning. Yeah, some of mine, I can't think of any off the top, but some of mine lately have been, I sometimes write them down. I probably should write them down more than I do, but let me just see if I can remember by looking back, because when I'm on the spot live, I don't remember until I push end, and then I'm like, oh, I could have told about that dream or that dream. So weird how that is. Let's see. I got a notes app here. Let me scroll all the way to the bottom to the most recent dreams. Yeah, I got kidnapped by these guys. One was the leader. They held me in a closet with these guys. He brought me something I had to figure out. One of those kids' toys you dig out the pieces and put it together. One of the things was a light blue and white and gray monster McDonald's toy with the date 2025 on the back. And I remember thinking, it's not 2025 yet? How weird. Then the guy said a car. Oh, I don't think I had a coherent thought. It was first thing in the morning. Then the guy said a car alarm was our way out. Oh, that's right. There was a car alarm going off, and the guy's like, that's our way out. We gotta go. And then someone was helping me get away, but the leader was asleep on the couch. And once I escaped, I saw how in the past, in another timeline, the kidnappers lived across the street in a different house. Someone killed a white and tan dog. And then Beth from the show Yellowstone was there, and they were surgically implanting noodles into this lady's womb for her to give birth to as a gift to her dad. I mean, how sick is that? Ugh. And then I saw Madonna or someone like her with a bunch of people laying in the form of a mandala on a white sheet in the kidnapper's backyard, and everyone was painted white and wearing white in it. Like, what? What is this? What is happening? Wow, yeah. I remember now, like, the whole surgical, like, they had this lady, like, and she had no anesthesia. She's, like, screaming, and I'm, like, watching it, like, as a consciousness rather than the fact that I was actually in the dream. It's more like I was seeing something happen. Oh my God. Yeah, it probably does, Brianna. Yeah, I've heard a lot of crazy stuff about, rituals and sacrifices and, like, yeah. We don't want to go there because crazy town out there, that's for sure. Yeah, a lot of stuff. But man, just remembering it, that dream stuck with me. What day did I have that? It stuck with me for like 2 days. So this was, I'm going to scroll back down. Okay. Yeah, this was August 1st. I had that dream. Yeah. I mean, I get in, let's see. Oh, I'll read this one since we're here. So I was in a dark alley and got shot twice, once in the lower stomach and once higher up on the stomach. Kurt Cobain also got shot, but many more times than me, and he died. But he was still with us in spirit, but he had a body. There was another guy with us that I called Lane, but it wasn't anyone I knew in real life. I rode in the back of an ambulance-looking vehicle to a fancy hospital. They didn't help me. I walked around asking for help, and the place looked more like a courthouse rooms than a hospital. I took some selfies. My gunshot wounds were bleeding through my hospital gown. I went to upload one to Facebook and instead uploaded one of me photoshopped staring lovingly at my cousin Lindsay's husband as a profile picture. Then I thought better of it and took it down and tried to I don't remember. I never got help at the hospital. Then outside near a lake that had bleachers over it, and Kylie and Kendall were there. Jenner, like I don't even watch the Kardashians, so I don't know why they were in my dream. And I told them how beautiful they were. Then I was sitting by the edge of water, and some of my tarot cards fell into the lake under the bleachers. And I said I had to get them, but whatever the place was, like there was like this, like the bleachers were closing in over itself. It was so weird. And there was like a lake underneath the bleachers. And then there's a guy I took to be a teacher tried to escort me away, and another guy grabbed a full-size bear off one of the trees and put it on another bear or on another tree. And then the bear climbed up really high in the tree, and I asked the teacher guy if they needed yarn, that I had a lot I could donate. It was the Red Heart brand yarn. Like, random. What is going on in my dreams? Sometimes, I don't always have dreams like that, and a lot of times I'm doing just crazy things, but these just didn't make any sense to me. Oh, where you're observing and not part of it. Yeah, I have so many dreams like that. I'm like, what are these people doing? And I'm not a body. I'm more just like a person watching TV from like the cameraman's viewpoint, right? Like that's how I feel in a lot of my dreams. But then there's other dreams where I play like the lead role and I'm doing all these things. Yeah, yarn sews up wounds. Healer. I love that. And of course, Red Heart, since we're here, since I've gathered you all here, let's just go show you my yarn stash. It's right out here. We're getting all sorts of personal today. Let's have some fun. Forgive the mess of this little closet. And I did not paint the closet that color, the door. It was like that when we moved in. Okay, so here we go. Oh my gosh, it's such a mess. But this is only about a quarter of it. The rest is just in my garage and all these totes. So yeah, that is yarn for days. All right, guys, I'm gonna stop. But yeah, I need to clean my craft closet out. I had so much fun though, talking about dreams and the full moon. Oh, you saw being shot multiple times a few years ago, but remember not hurting or anything. Yeah, I didn't hurt either. But I'm like, these things are bleeding. Shouldn't someone help me here? But I'm like taking selfies of it for Facebook to post. Like, what's going on with that? Oh, you interpret dreams, by the way. That is so cool. Yeah, I try to get the symbolism out of it, but a lot of times when it's other people's dreams, I can unravel it. Haha, yarn pun. No pun intended. I can unravel their dream like nobody's business, but when it's my own dream, a lot of times I'm like, I wonder what that means. And a lot of times I will, I have let's see. I don't know where I put that one book I had. It was a big, like, dream Bible thing. I don't even know specifically it was called Dream Bible, but it was like, or Dream Symbol Thesaurus. I can't quite remember. Dream Dictionary. That's it. Bible, dictionary, same diff. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, that is so cool, Brianna. I love that. Yeah, I know a few people online that do like dream interpretation readings, and yeah, that's a pretty cool deal. I try to interpret dreams. Like, again, I can do other people's, but sometimes I totally understand it. Like, before I even wake up, I'm like, I already know what this means. Like, that lucid part of me is like, I know what this dream means before the dream's even over. But for the most part, I'll wake up like, that was weird. That was creepy. That was random. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, and that one dream with the bad guys where we escaped the closet and then the Madonna and the mandala thing. I didn't have any dream, and I didn't have any injuries in that one, but the other one I had gunshot wounds, unless you're talking to someone else. I had a gunshot wound in my upper stomach and one in the lower stomach. Like the ovary area of the stomach, like way low down. Very interesting. Yeah, we need to have a session with Brianna to interpret dreams. That would be so cool. Yeah, but that's the value of writing them down. Like, I totally forgot all the details of both of those dreams until I reread it, and then the whole thing just came flooding back. And even just how many days? We said that one was on August 1st, and I'm like, wait, what did I dream about? But then I just read a few key words of it. I'm like, boom, I'm back in the dream. I remember the colors, the smells, the sights, the details, like it was yesterday. I mean, it was 10 days ago, so it's kind of like yesterday. But, I mean, I can go back. I said I was going to go, but, like, I could go back. Let's see. I got dreams from way back. Way back. Let's see. Let me find one. Okay, so 2019 or 2017. I mean, that's not like way back, but like it's back enough, right? Let's see. All right, let's read this one from September 25th, 2017. Oh, wow, it's kind of long. Oh, well, we're reading it. Okay. I had a small pet snake. I think he was a pet, and he bit into my face and wouldn't let go. Then his head was still biting my face, but his head worked its way down and bit my hand. We were at my mom's house. Then I decided to go to the emergency room. Ryan was with me. I was wearing no bra and a very long rush t shirt in gray and underwear. We get there, and the snake had released. Ryan took it and crushed it against the window. And Ryan's my husband, by the way. I was upset he killed him. We were sitting in like church pews waiting, and Ryan was there, but was at work though. I don't know how that works, but yeah. I was checking Facebook, and okay, I won't say the guy's name out loud. Guy I went to high school with called me a badass because of the snake, and said I had always been a badass. And then Ryan, my husband, had some meeting thing and had to leave, and I was a little upset. I was waiting in the pews, and all sorts of people started showing up. And a girl in the front of me said she knew me, and I was a cool kid trying to sit at the blue table, and asked if my name was Amanda. I said, yeah, but I didn't remember sitting at the blue table. I don't even know what the color thing means. And she said her name was Jessica, something, and she looked like this other girl I went to high school with. And these other people from my town were singing karaoke, and a bunch of other people were waiting. And then my dad showed up, and he said he didn't live at his house anymore. Like he was renting it out to this other guy I know from high school. Showed up, and he said he was working for the Forest Service fighting fires. And I remember his eyes were very blue. I mean, what? But it's weird because just reading that back from 2017, all of it came rushing back. And I'm like, I remember that. That's crazy. I have not read these since I wrote them down either. So that's really, really crazy. Wow. Fun times. Yeah, so this is what you get when you just take a few moments in the morning to write things down. You can remember things, and even just the fact that I selected that one out of the lineup to read, there's probably a message in it for me today because I chose to put my consciousness there today. So weird. All right, guys, I've talked your ear off long enough. I'm gonna go, but this was fun, and I think until my kids go back to school, I'm gonna keep up this, of course, Woo Woo Wednesday once a week live stream schedule, and I'm trying to upload once a week on my other channel, and I need to release like an update on my writing channel, so I got those 3 channels going, and once August is coming to a close, my kids go back the last 2 days of August. Boston goes back a day before Wrigley because he's going to the middle school this year. So he has to be like low kid on the totem pole of kindergarten, 6th grade, and 9th grade. They go the day before so they can kind of get acquainted with the school without everybody being there. So yeah, they're going to be starting at the end of August. And then come September, pretty much, I can get back into the swing of my regular schedule. I don't know why that last one reminded me of the show Lost, because I believe it was like the last episode. Oh, interesting. Yeah, maybe, huh? That's right. They were sitting in those rows, like, and the like couples were together again. And yeah, it's been years since I've watched that, but it's kind of coming back to me. Yeah, you have a good night too, Linda. I hope you all had fun. Amber says she had fun, so yay. This is fun. I just like hanging out with you guys. This is kind of what we used to do on Patreon before I just kind of kicked the bucket on that. Not because, whatever. It just, there weren't that many people on there anymore. And just the whole exchange of energy and stuff, it was just too much to balance that and all the other things I had to do. So I had to pull the plug on that, which was sad because I absolutely had so much fun. Ethan was there a few times when we were doing the big reading on like a conspiracy topic or whatever it was. We even did a big one, I think, for 2022, and I might even release that, like predictions for 2022. I might release that on my other channel, or maybe even this channel. I'm not sure. Just because it's sitting over there, and 2022 isn't even over. And sometimes it's more fun to look at those videos after the year is over so you can see what came true and what happened and what didn't. But they say it's a good prediction if it didn't happen because you were able to avoid it by taking a different course. Who knows? You couldn't remember if they were in a church. Been years since I've watched that show. Yeah, I keep hearing people talk about it a lot lately, just coming up in conversation or like Trisha Paytas. She's like a YouTuber. I don't really watch her content, but something popped up where she was like talking about the show Lost, like she was watching it and like giving her feedback on it. I don't know. I was like, wow, that's random. But yeah, so weird. All right, you guys, you have a wonderful evening. Thanks again so much for all those likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really truly do hope to see you right here, back at the Done Creative Live, also over on my main channel, first thing linked in the description below. We've got a lot of recent pick of cards, like What Wish is Coming True. The most recent one being Something You Need to Know Right Now or What You Need to Hear. It was a pretty powerful one. The past couple have been pretty powerful, if you ask me. I think because I've been taking time to just slow down, be present with my kids as much as I can, and film once a week and just really give it my all once a week. And it's really been coming through really well with that. You have a good night too, Brandy Lynn. Good to see you. So yeah, check those out if you feel so inclined, if you did not see them already. And yeah, I'll be back here next Wednesday for sure. Fingers crossed if I don't have an illness or, other circumstances happening that I can't be here, but I try to be here on Wednesdays when I can. And then once school starts, I'll be back to twice a week, which is exciting for me because I miss you guys. Wednesday to Wednesday is just too long for me to wait. Yes, you all have a wonderful evening, and I will check you next time. All right, bye. This was fun. We should do it again sometime. Bye, guys.